What's up, YouTube? We're back on another Monday, another ab day. Welcome back to the show. We're doing workouts at home. No weights required. We're doing abs today. We're doing cardio. Some of us didn't eat like they should have over the weekend. So we're doing abs, we're doing cardio today. We're doing it at home. We don't need no gym. We don't need no machines. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. How y'all doing out in the chat? How's everybody doing out in YouTube land? You guys having a good Monday today? I hope you're having a great Monday. Those of you just joining in, welcome in. I'm Kevin. This is my garage. We do workouts at home 5 days a week. We are down 23 pounds in 2 months. Like, subscribe, join the channel. Join me. We're doing at-home workouts 5 days a week. And we're doing them shirtless. So I got to see this every time I go live. So far it's working, but we got a ways to go yet. We're getting a little better every time. Again, I hope y'all are doing fantastic. We got another couple minutes on the bike. Just get the blood flowing a little bit, a little something. Well, we're doing abs today. We're doing 3 workouts. We're gonna do 3 sets, well, 4 sets. We're doing 1 warm-up set, and then we're doing 3 regular sets. 3 exercises. You can do them at home, nice and easy. I don't know if y'all go to the gym. I used to go to the gym, and you know what? I ain't got no really problems with the gym, but I mean, I got one that's like 5 minutes from my house. And it's a decent gym. It was okay. But some of you, if you're joining a gym or thinking about it, you know, there's a lot of things that come into play. It takes up a lot of your time, basically. I mean, for some of you, I don't know if y'all work out before or after work, but if you go to a gym, you gotta think, you gotta come home from work, you gotta get ready. If you're a female, sometimes, you know, you put a little time into, you know, getting ready before you go to the gym. You know, get yourself looking good. Maybe you put on makeup, something like that. You drive to the gym. You go work out. If you go when it's busy, you gotta wait on machines. You got a million people there. You got old guys like me sweating all over the machines. Do your workout, come home, shower. By the time you get done with all that, you might be in, depending on how far your gym is, you might be out for, you know, 2-3 hours, maybe more. What's up, Mike? How was your weekend, buddy? So we doing workouts at home. We're skipping the gym, doing it at home. No weights required. Again, it's ab day, 3 exercises. So if you guys are interested, subscribe to the channel. Just like my boy Mike over here in LA. When you're here, you're family. Even though I'm in Atlanta, when you're in here with me, you're always family. So yeah, subscribe to the channel, guys. If not, if you're just scrolling through, just give me a like for the YouTube algorithm. And that's 5 minutes, and I greatly appreciate it. World Cup game at Mercedes. Who's playing? Bro, I ain't gonna go. I don't know if you heard me the other day, but I was talking about it with, I forgot their name, but Yo, tickets, it's, what is it, like semifinals? right now. I don't know what group it is, but I'm sure the tickets are like $4,000 a piece. I mean, I could swing it, but honestly, if I wasn't going to see USA play Argentina versus England, yeah, 2 G's. Yeah. I'm thinking I can't go. I can't go. If it's on Wednesday at noon, no, I ain't gonna be able to swing it. I want to be able. We got a big day at work on Wednesday. Yeah, I'd be passing up a lot of money. But no, I think it'll be awesome. It's probably gonna be lit. But I got better things I can spend 2 G's on right now. I am gonna look though, because I'm curious to see if if you look on like StubHub or Ticketmaster, if maybe like right before the game, maybe tickets will get like, oh really? See, that's weird. The first round, it was a bunch of people a bunch of countries I didn't even know about. Some of them I couldn't even pronounce. You know what I mean? All right, guys. Ab day. 3 workouts. First workout, and this is just a warm-up set. First one, it's gonna be crunches, just like so. Simple, hands behind your head, lift up. Not going crazy. I'm just going up till we feel the tension in our abs. Second exercise. I don't know if y'all can see. You can move back a little bit. Head back, hands under our butts. We're gonna do leg raises, like so. And then the third one, we'll put our hands down at our sides, feet up. This is a good one right after the leg raises. It's gonna be toe taps. Come down, put our feet down, tap, down, and tap. That's it. 3 exercises. We're gonna do one more offset just to get it moving. Work out the cramps. Work out the kinks from the weekend. If you're like my boy Mike over here, you're probably working out the alcohol from the bar on Saturday. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't see the England Argentina tickets going down that much before the game. Like there's always that slim chance that people go, they get tickets and then things come up and they wind up not going. When we lived in Jersey, my brother and I used to go to Eagles games like that all the time. Sometimes we wouldn't even get tickets. We would just show up at the game and we would just stay on StubHub and just tailgate in the parking lot. And we look, and just eventually 2 tickets, will come up. Shit happens. People, you get 30,000 seats in the stands and it's a sold out game. People are bound to, things come up. It happens. And then you get good deals too, but I don't really see tickets going down too much for that game. All right, guys, leg raises. Again, we're just warming up. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now I'm gonna go right into it, right into my toe taps. Do 1, 2, down, tap, up, down, tap, up, tap, The whole trick with this one is you kind of let your foot go down. You don't want to straighten it out and let it fall. I mean, that works it a lot. But if you go down like this and you tap it and you're close to your butt right here, it don't really do much. When you got your legs up and you kind of just let your leg fall, like it's gonna go down like that, like naturally, that's where you feel it the most. You feel it all up and down here, all up on the side. Oof. Oof. All right. Oh yeah, forget it. Yeah, Jersey is crazy. Thanks, man. The wife and I go to thrift stores, we go to antique stores, and a couple years back, I was just, you always see at the antique stores, someone's got a booth and they got, the like the milk crate, like people would put records in, but they would put license plates, and I was like, I gotta fill up this wall somehow. So, yeah, just old street signs, stuff like that. All right, here we go. First set, 3 exercises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Whew. Oh yeah. Yeah, bro, you kidding me? I grew up, hold on, Mike. I grew up like 20 minutes away from the beach. But I used to live a little further up north. I was like a half hour away from New York City. So it was like central Jersey, but yeah. Jersey Shore is really nice. I mean, most people just know about the show on MTV, which I heard they're doing I think they're doing like what do you call it? Revisiting it or rehashing it or some shit. Doing like a reunion. One of those reads. But yeah, we used to go to Giants, Eagles games all the time, so I'm familiar with MetLife Stadium. It's a nice stadium. It's weird. It's kind of weird looking. It's like very. It's almost like a prison. It almost looks like. It ain't like these new stadiums that they got out now where they're all fancy, But it's a nice stadium. All right. Next one we're doing, leg raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, we're gonna go right into toe taps after that. If you need to take a break, by all means do so. Put our hands at our sides. Actually, you know what? I think I need to take a break. That was a hard set. I used to think that when I was growing up too. I was like, why do they play in Jersey? It's basically because I don't think they really had any room to build a stadium back then. I mean, even back in the, I guess I don't know when the NFL started. The NFL started in the 60s or the 70s. But I mean, pretty much all of New Jersey and New York City were pretty much built up at that point. So I guess they just decided to, I mean, East Rutherford, where MetLife Stadium is, where the Jets and Giants play, it's right across the bridge. So it's only like 15 minutes away from New York. So they just put them there. And that's basically it. I believe they got I don't know if they have I forgot if they got a basketball, if that's where the Nets play. No, the Nets play in Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken. I think they play at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Yeah. But I don't follow basketball. I don't know. Are they the Brooklyn Nets or are they New Jersey Nets still? But I think it was just logistics, basically. I think that's like the best option that they had to build the stadium. And I don't think they even had the option to put the Jets and the Giants in separate stadiums. So they just work out the schedule. They put the Jets in the AFC, Giants in the NFC, and they're like, all right, we're going to figure it out. But you guys are playing in the same stadium. And they just paint the end zones different. All right, toe taps. Put our hands down to our sides. Oh. Oh. Oh, all right. I don't know, man. It's tough. It all depends on what day you go. All depends on what day you go. Whatever you heard about Philly fans is definitely true. It all depends, man. Like, I've been to Giants games, and I've seen some egregious stuff happen at Giants games with Giants fans, like Giants fans on Giants fans. I've seen some pretty disrespectful shit at Eagles. At the Lincoln Financial Stadium. Yeah. People get drunk and they forget how to act. That's basically what happens at these football games. It happens anywhere you go. I've been to Raymond James Stadium for it was actually Nick Foles' first win. I think it was back in 2008. And I'd never seen so many fights, and it was mostly Bucks fans on Bucks fans, and they were just drunk Tampa Bay fans just beating shit out of each other everywhere. Just a random December game. Like, I don't even think they were in the playoff contention. It was just a bunch of people just getting wasted and fighting. Yeah, it all depends on where you go and who you run into, but I would say it's probably equal. I've been to a lot of Eagles games, a lot of Giants games, and but there's a lot of good people too. So it's one of those things. If you ever go to an away game, where if you're gonna rock the other, the away team jersey, just do it with caution. I would suggest, if you want to wear your jersey for your team and you're going to an away game, you're the away team, just people are gonna heckle you, you know what I'm saying? But just don't fucking respond to it. It's like, if you don't respond to it, they ain't gonna do nothing. They're gonna say fucked up shit. They're gonna, you know, they're gonna be disrespectful. But as long as you don't respond to it or kind of just smile and nod, just, you know what I mean? They ain't gonna do nothing, you know? Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Right, exactly. Yeah, they ain't gonna do that. People buying those $15 beers like crazy. They make too much money off it. You know what I'm saying? They'll just hire more cops to control the rioters instead of not serving alcohol. All right, here we go. Ab crunches, second set, first exercise. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh. Yo, real talk though, that was about like 2021. Yo, 2 months ago when I first started doing these, bro, I couldn't even do like 3 or 4. So the progress is real. It's hard today though. It's hard, man. I went hiking yesterday, played some disc golf. Yeah. My legs are sore as shit. My abs are sore already. I don't feel like being here right now, but yeah, exactly. Exactly. What do you, what are these people thinking? You know what I'm saying? Oh. All right. Leg raises. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Oh. Whew. Whew, wait. Holy moly. Yeah. Yeah, man, a lot of people. $20 francs. Yeah, straight up. Does the wife give me a honey-do list? Yeah, of course. It's usually pretty minimal. I have my own. I keep my honey-do list for myself full. I don't really take too much time off during the day. You know, if I ain't making money, you know, I'm either here working out or working on the house in one way or another, or working on the garden. To be completely honest with you, I usually give her a honey-do list. my wife. And it's good too. I mean, she helps out with a lot of things. She frees up a lot of time for me so I can get shit done. But yeah, I mean, there's always something. You know what I'm saying? All right, toe taps. Those of you guys just joining in, welcome in. We're doing abs at home. We're doing 3 exercises, 3 sets, and this is the 3rd exercise. It's called toe taps. We're gonna lay on our back, put our hands down, lift our legs up. Then we're just gonna come down, tap our foot, and bring it up. Come down, tap, bring it up, down, tap, down, tap. Nice and easy. If it's a little hard for you, you can bring it in close to your butt, like so. If you bring it out a little further, like naturally, it's a little bit harder. It's kind of like our leg raises that we just did. Great exercise. It's nice and simple. No weights, no machines. If you got a blanket or a yoga mat to lay on the floor so you don't have to lay on the concrete, it helps a little bit, but you don't need nothing. Oh, man, you can do these at home. Ooh. If you got a clean floor at work, you can do these at work if you want. There we go. Whew. Great workout. Oh. Whew. I had a dude the other day on the live stream. He's like, "What are you doing abs for? You're fat." I was like, after I lose the fat, I want to be able to see my abs. I want them to pop. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, I respect it, man. It was a legitimate question, so I gave him a legitimate answer. I didn't even get mad at him. Honestly, people say crazy shit in the chat. I mean, there ain't nobody in here now, but usually on like Fridays, Saturdays, if I go live, there'll be like, like 100 people, a couple hundred people. For a nobody like me, and they'll just come in and talk shit. You know what I'm saying? You might have been in here before when it happened. I just let them get it off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, I think I had abs when I was like 12 years old. Those days are long gone. 30 years ago I had abs. All right, last set. Last set. All right, 3 exercises, last set, guys. Ab crunches, we're just gonna do them till we can't do them no more. Hold the last couple reps, like so. Give it that extra little crunch. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. Oh. Holy moly. Was that with Suzanne Summers? 8-minute abs? I don't even remember what she was from. I think she was an actress, right? But I think she started out in like the step aerobics circuit or some shit. I can't remember. But I do remember 8-minute abs though. All right, leg raises. 2 more exercises to go. Exercise number 2. Leg raises. And then we're gonna go, keep it going into the toe taps. Right when we're done with that, we're just gonna tear it up. Oh. We're gonna tear these abs in 2. Ugh. We're gonna feel it tomorrow. I got something funny to tell you. My day after ab day, if you hold on one sec, let me catch my breath. Finish these up, I'll tell you. Oh. All right, one more. All right, legs up. Keep our legs up. We're right into toe taps. Oh. Oh, here we go. Whew. Down, tap. Down, tap. Down, tap. Down, tap. Oh. 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 Oh, God. Oh. Oh. And that's it. That's it. Oh. Taking the elevator up. And that's it, guys. 3 exercises. 3 sets of each. Crunches, leg raises, toe taps. Those of you just joining in, yeah, I've been to Vegas. Those of you guys just joining in real quick. My name is Kevin. We do at-home workouts 5 days a week in the garage. We don't need no gyms. We don't need no machines. All you gotta do is subscribe when you're here with your family. If not, at the very least, let me get a like for the YouTube algorithm. I greatly appreciate it. That's the only price to admission. Whew. But, I mean, I don't go regularly. If I was in LA, like you, yeah, I'd probably be there 4 times a year myself. I'd be getting plenty of free rooms. I'd be giving them plenty of money, if you know what I mean. But now we went in, me and a bunch of my friends from Jersey, we met up. It was like 3 or 4 years ago. We stayed at the Hilton Alara, I believe it is. It's just like a hotel. It's basically just like a Hilton like timeshare type joint. Older crowd. It's just a hotel. It ain't no. There's no casino in it. I think it's connected to Planet Hollywood, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But no, man, yo, Vegas. Yeah, it's actually yeah, it is off the strip. You're right. It's like a block off. Like it's like kind of like one of those, the avenues on it. It's like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You probably either been there or seen it. But yo, it was mad nice. I mean, we would just basically kick it at the pool, most of the day and then go out at night. But yo, for real though, honestly, the biggest thing that I took away. Oh, really? Yo, my wife and I went to a terrible Chinese buffet right around where we live, a couple towns over. And one of my guys at work was like, "Yeah, go to this spot. It's banging." Yo, we went there. It was a Chinese buffet. It was terrible. It was awful. But anyway, yo, the biggest thing I took away from when I went to Vegas is I was like, I have a newfound level of respect for all the first responders that are in Vegas. Like, you gotta be a certain kind of person to be able to be a police or fire or EMS in Las Vegas. Yeah. Yo, it's like being a cop in Vegas, like you're just dealing with, like 3 million drunk people every day. It's like every night. You got millions of people out there walking around the streets, and just half of them, every other one is just like blackout drunk. You got crackheads everywhere, chilling. Yo, you gotta be a certain kind of person to be a cop in Vegas. I couldn't imagine they have to become numb to it. Yeah. Yeah, I hope so. When I left there, I was like, yo, I hope they get paid like 10 times what I get paid. And I make a good amount of money. And I was like, if they, I hope they don't get no like Atlanta PD starting salary of like 40 or 50 grand or whatever it is. It might be more than that, but I'm like, yo, to deal with the Vegas crowd every shift, I couldn't do it, man. I could not do it. Back when we went, there was some crackhead, and apparently it happens on a somewhat regular basis, but some crackhead was just out in the middle of the day, just like cracked out, tweaking or some shit, and just stabbed some tourists and killed them in Vegas. Just ran up on some tourists on the road, like didn't even talk to them or nothing. No confrontation. Just stabbed a bunch of people. Wound up killing some people. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna stay at home. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna get the money. I'm gonna bring it home. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna get on the bike. I'm straight. One of my friend's wives that we were with wanted to get a dollar chip from every casino in Vegas. I was like, first off, we only spent like 3-4 days there. I'm like, we ain't gonna be able to do that. She got a lot, but so we're walking around at night. So we're walking casino to casino. Some of them don't. You got to go out in the street and walk what seems like 3 miles to get to the next casino. And man, there's just drunk people everywhere talking shit. People trying to give you flyers. People trying to get you to get your money. You got crackheads following you around. I'm like, yo, let's just go into a casino. I told her, I was like, I'll get you some, I'll go on eBay and I'll get you all the casino chips, dollar chips from all the Vegas casinos. Yeah. Yeah, bro, it's crazy. I think it was, when did we go? It was in like 2021. I think it was after COVID. So it might have been around that time. But I think it was like right after we left. I think we went around Labor Day. So if you were to look it up, whatever that one is, that's the one that happened. It was like right after we bounced. I'm like, yo. So I'm too old for that, man. No. AC is trash, bro. I spent many times there. AC is just, I mean, it's cool if you stay like on the boardwalk and by the casinos, but you don't want to go off the casinos. Like you go one block in, and it's just the hood. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like in Vegas. Like you go off strip, and you see people living in tents and people shooting dope on the streets. Yeah, that's how it is in AC too. And that's part of the reason why in Georgia they keep shooting down like casino bills and stuff like that. For like the last 10 years since I moved here, they've been trying to open up casinos in Atlanta, and just every year or two when they do the gaming board or whatever it is, they always shoot it down. Like they don't allow casinos, they don't allow sports betting. You could do like FanDuel for points, but like you can't bet money in Georgia. Because honestly, it's just like they stick to their guns, like their morals. Like sure they could bring them in and make a fuck ton of money, but people gamble and they ruin their lives, and then they just wind up living on the streets outside of the casino, smoking crack and asking for money. Doesn't happen to everybody, I lost a lot of money in casinos. I ain't smoking crack outside of Plant Hollywood right now, but what about you? Do you think opening up a casino in Georgia would be better? Would you think it would be a good thing because all the jobs that it would create and all the influx of tourism? It would be great for local businesses. A lot of money would come in, but at the same time, you got a lot of people losing everything. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you want to, yeah, that's what I thought at first. When I first moved here, I was like, yo, open up a casino, yo. I think the closest ones we got Alabama. I think there's one in Birmingham. I haven't been out there. But other than that, you got a couple in North Carolina. If you go out that way, like right in the corner, there's Georgia, North Carolina, and Tennessee. So right in that little North Carolina corner, there's a Harrah's. I've been to that one before. It's all right. It's on like an Indian reservation. I thought the same thing, man. I was like, yo, just open up a casino. Because I was so used to living in Jersey. I was so used to going to AC all the time, nothing to do. Go spend some money, get some drinks, play a little poker, play a little blackjack. Not here. But, I think they had issues with building it too. Like, where to build it, that is. Because there ain't no more room to build, even 10 years ago. There ain't nothing No room to put nothing in Atlanta. So I think that was it would have been I think a massive undertaking to build a casino. No. It was supposed to rain. It's like 3:20 right now. It was supposed to rain at like 1 o'clock, it said. And we didn't get nothing. And now it's saying like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock we're supposed to get rain. So I don't know. But no, we ain't getting no flooding though. Apparently our area has flood zones, but like our house is kind of at the top of this hill. So we don't have to worry about that. Which is great. Because when I bought this house, it's something I didn't even consider, to be honest with you. It was my first house, so I was like, I didn't look if it was a flood zone or whatever. But I think like the neighboring part of the county that we're in is a flood zone, but we're straight over here. So even if we get like torrential downpours for like days at a time, you know, we don't got to worry about getting water in the kitchen and shit, you know. I think I saw something where they're getting hit in like Missouri and Kansas right now. You know what happens is a lot of those places, they don't get rain for a while. And then when they get all this crazy rain, it's just like, the ground is so dry that it's kind of got nowhere to go. I remember the place where I used to grow up when I grew up when I was a kid. The whole street used to get flooded. So if you were, and they used to come up to the front yard, to the front door in our house. So if you were standing in the street, it would be up to like, well, I was a kid, it would be up to my waist. I mean, I was a kid, but it was probably like 2.5, 3 feet deep at the street. And then we walked down the sidewalk to go to the street, and it's just like, it's up to your knees. It was bad. We used to like try to take our bikes out and like pedal through the shit. So like, I don't know, it all depends on who you ask. If you ask me, it's folklore. BS, if you ask me. Now, if you ask my wife, on the other hand, she believes in all that shit. So she'll say it's real. Whoo-wee. Those of you guys just joining in, welcome to the channel. I'm Kevin. We do workouts 5 days at home workouts. No equipment required. Getting rid of this, getting rid of these, losing weight, feeling better. Talking about gambling and the Jersey Devil. Now, my wife's big into all the supernatural and the, you know, ghosts and cryptids and all that shit. Yeah. Whew. Right. You know, I give her a hard time. You know, we go to do different things, and Some might be able to watch shows. She wants to watch the show about Bigfoot. She wants to watch a show about the Mothman, the Jersey Devil. Sometimes I'll just like laugh at it, but honestly, I do it just to joke around with her. But I do believe in spirits, and I do believe in demons. You know, good and evil, and you know, demons. There's definitely a lot of people that are demonic out there. You know, the older and older I get, the more I witness and experience, I definitely believe in that. It's like I couldn't explain like some of these things that people do. They end up on the news for, and it's just like what else can you blame but demons? You know what I'm saying? Like only a demon would make somebody do something that egregious. Do I mess with the Ouija board? You got Bigfoot in LA? Is that Karen Bass? Is that Bigfoot? I'm just playing. Not really though. No, I never mess with that. Even if I brought one home, she wouldn't let me use it because she's into all that stuff. Honestly, sometimes I'm careful who I shake hands with. I don't just try to shake hands with everybody who I run into and I meet. I profile like a motherfucker. I mean, I may do it sometimes just to be nice, just to be cordial, but you know, you can just tell, you can look at certain people. You can tell something's off, something's demonic about them. I don't even want, honestly, stay away. Don't want to touch them. I don't want to shake your hand. I'm good. I'll be like, listen, man, I got the flu. I can't be shaking no hands. Like, all right, cool. I profile all the time. I profile everybody. Now, when people hear that, they'll think racial profiling. And I get it. But it ain't racial profiling, it's just profiling. It's a survival mechanism, you know what I'm saying? We had OJ head scan. Yo, profiling it's a survival mechanism. It's a tactic that the feds use to hunt down, criminals and murderers and fugitives. I told people, I profile like a motherfucker. I profile hard, and they look at me like crazy because they think racial profile. I'm like, no, like you're walking down the street, you see, let's just say, use my example. So I'm white, you see a white family walking by. They got their kids, they got a dog, they're dressed nice, they look kept, and then you wouldn't think twice about it. And then you see a couple white kids walking up the street. They got jean shorts on. They got wife beaters on. They look like they hadn't slept in 2 or 3 days. It's gonna put you on high alert. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna just turn your back on them. You ain't just gonna forget that they're there, right? Come on. Jean shorts, wife beater. It's profiling. It's a survival mechanism. I don't care what color your skin is. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Street smarts. That's it, man. Called Staying Alive. I think the Bee Gees did a song about it in the 70s. Don't matter what color your skin is, it's how you carry yourself and how you present yourself when you leave the house. Oh, if you want to wear jean shorts and a wife beater when you're at home all day, that's fine. Once you leave the house and you walk onto the sidewalk and I see you, jean shorts and a wife beater, that's like the red flag, like the immediate double red flag right there. Chances are there's a 99% chance if you got jean shorts and a wife beater on, you ain't up to no good. You ain't on your way to work. You ain't on your way to help someone out. You definitely, yeah. You ain't on the way. You ain't on the way to no job. Oh. Ooh wee. Jorts. Yeah, that's jorts. That's funny as hell. Oof. You know, we had a black dude, and he used to be around the way. He used to, you know, he didn't have no job. He was just chilling. I didn't know what his living situation was, but he was in his like mid-20s, late 20s. He was just always walking around, chilling. And he got to the point where, like, you know, he would see me and my wife in the driveway, we'd be talking, you know, just bullshitting, just small talk, being neighborly, you know. And then it got to the point where he would like knock on the door and be like, "Oh, yo, can I borrow like a screwdriver or something?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, no doubt, I got you." That, just a little stuff like that. Then he started showing up at the house, like I'm at work and my wife's got off, so he'll see my wife's car in the driveway, show up, knock on the door, and be like, "Yo, this, that, and the third, you know, can you give me a ride down the street to my friend's house?" And then I had to put an end to it real quick. I was like, "Bro, you can't be doing that." So I was reserved about it, but I was firm but fair. I told him straight up. I was just like, "Yo, you can't be knocking on my door, bothering my wife on her day off." So he's trying to play the race card on me, you know. You know, he's a jean jorts guy, wife beater guy. You know, dreads down, you know, past his ears. Just walking around at all hours of the day, ain't got no job, smelling like trees all the time. He tried to play the race card. He's like, "Yo, it's because I'm black." I'm like, "No, it's because you're just fucking walking around in fucking the neighborhood all day. You ain't doing shit. Like, well, like, why aren't you out working? You're just 30 years old. You're just gonna walk around the block all day, fucking smoking weed? Come on now. Ain't got nothing to do with your skin color." Yeah. No, it ain't like that. It didn't need to get to that level. You just gotta be direct, you know? You gotta be direct, firm but fair, logical. You just look them in the eye and just tell them, "Listen, you know, you can't do that no more. You crossed the line." That's it. It didn't, you know, we didn't need to throw hands because of it. We didn't need to escalate the situation. Now, if it did escalate, or if it kept happening, you know, we got cameras all around the house. I'll be able to know. Then, you know, that's one thing. Then obviously we get the cops involved. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, when I was in high school, I mean, even when I was back in high school, I mean, I still had a job. I've never been unemployed, to be, straight up, Mike. I have never been unemployed for like more than 2 months at a time, in between jobs, since I was 15 years old. So going on 30 years now, I have never been just like unemployed. And like, I'm not saying that as like a flex. I'm just saying that as like, that's just me. It's, like if I ain't got no income coming in, like what the fuck am I doing? I loved smoking weed. I loved playing video games. I loved fucking just, kicking it, fucking trying to holler at fucking women and girls and shit. But I was always working, I could never picture myself just walking around, being that kid walking around the neighborhood, just burning and just going from house to house. Like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Especially at 30 years old. I just can't fathom. Bro, I'd be working 3 jobs. If I was 30 and I ain't got no job, I'd be working 3 jobs and I'd be sleeping an hour or 2 at each one. Yeah, exactly. Bro, exactly. Bro, everyone says, before I hurt my knee, before I started this channel, I had a second job. I was delivering pizza. You can guess where. But they hired me right on the spot. I ain't gonna say who it was. But I was just delivering pizza. I was just like, I work crazy hours already. I was like, I want this many G's in the bank account. How can I do it faster? So I went to that place. And I was like, I have very limited availability. Like I can only work like literally like 2 days a week, maybe 3 days. And they're like, okay, boom, hire. I was like, I only got like, like 20 hours of availability. I started like 2 days later. It's like you could go to that place, that pizza place, and you could just start. You could work 70 hours a week if you want to. No, not really. Nah, man. Sometimes, but people are pretty cheap for the most part. The thing is, a lot of these places too, what they'll do is they pay you for mileage when you're delivering pizza. So it's like, you get like 50 or 60 cents a mile. But they don't pay that out of the pizzeria. They charge the customer who's, you're delivering their pizza. It's called a delivery charge. So it'll be like $5 or $6 or whatever it is. Just like they do, whatever. So you get a little bit of that money. And then Domino's, well, I just fucking, whatever. Cat's out of the bag. Domino's will take the rest for whatever kind of costs they got to cover. You know what I'm saying? Ohio's, Geno's, you said? Nah, but if you look up in New Jersey, I'm sure there's like 500 Geno's pizzas. Whew. Oh, mercy. So yeah, anyway, long story short, people will look at that, so it's on the receipt, they'll be like, all right, Domino's charged me $5. So delivery charge. So they think, people will think that like, oh, the drivers are getting that money. Well, we might be getting anything from like 25 cents to like $1.50 out of that, But There is a shocking number of people when you're delivering pizza that do not tip at all, just straight up. And that might be some of the reason why. That might be part of it. I mean, it could be any reason. They might just not have the money to tip. And you know what? It's fine. You know, I do pretty well, so I understand people can't. But it's just a lot of people just don't, whether they can't or won't tip. It's very disheartening. You know what I'm saying? I delivered pizza back when I was a kid. Like I was like 16, 17, first got my license. I rarely, it was a blue moon occasion that you wouldn't get tipped. And nowadays, I mean, that was also, we were doing mostly cash back then. Credit cards had kind of just hit the scene at pizzerias. You had to put the credit card number in manually on the old computer. But yeah, man, it's just a lot of people just don't tip for whatever reason. And it sucks, man. It sucks. Gas is expensive. Bro, could you imagine delivering pizza all across LA? Using up a whole tank of gas almost. You ain't got shit for tips. One time. It all depends on the mood. Sometimes just pepperoni, just straight pepperoni. Sometimes it all depends on what mood I'm in. Honestly, I'm a fan of just regular pepperoni. I'm a fan of onions, plain onions. My wife don't fuck with that. But sometimes sausage, peppers, and onions. I never really go over 3 toppings. I think once you get into like those Works and Supremes, and they got like 6 different kinds of meats and cheeses on it. I mean, I'm like, eh. But yeah, I would say either pepperoni, peppers and onions. You can't really find it at like your chain pizzerias, but I always love the good like fresh mozzarella and basil. Maybe a vodka sauce with fresh mozzarella. You have to go to a family-owned pizzeria for that, though. You'd have to go to Jersey or New York for that most of the time. What about you? What's your go-to toppings? You got me hungry now, man. I was just thinking the other day, I was just like, you know what I love about, I mean, getting on the bike sucks, doing cardio sucks, but one good thing about it, that you forget about the bullshit that's on your mind, because you're just focusing on the task at hand. But then 2, you don't think about food. And now I'm thinking about pizza. So you got me all fucked up. What about you, Mike? What's your go-to toppings? All right, we're doing 4 more minutes. That'll be 40 minutes on this. I'm out. Whew. Oh. All right, you know what? 1 more minute. How about 1 more? It's slow in YouTube land today. Do a little cool down. Cool down, cool out. Whew. Whew. Feels good though. I feel like I finally worked off this Chinese buffet that we had the other day. I don't know what I was thinking though. We were driving by, we were shopping. I took her out shopping. We're in the area. I passed by it. I'm like, what can I eat that's not too terrible? And it's like we got like a KFC and McDonald's. Is this all like your chain restaurant bullshit? I'm like, I drove by that Chinese buffet. I was like, yo, I heard this place is good. It was one of those places that you look at the outside and you should know that it's not gonna be good. And then we walked inside and sat down, and I was like, maybe they do entrees. Maybe I don't know. It's like the buffet is optional. Like, nah, it was just a buffet. And that buffet was ass. I think I ate some wings and some dumplings, and I was like, nope. It's just that food that you're looking at it and you just know, you're like, I'm gonna eat this and I'm gonna get sick. Like, my body is not gonna like me eating this. Oh, shout out to the Chinese buffet. Shout out to y'all. Hope y'all are having a great Monday. Every day is a good day, you know what I'm saying? All right, that's about 40 minutes. We're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for joining me, y'all. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to the Chinese buffets. Shout out to everyone that ain't getting food poisoning from them. And yeah, thanks for joining me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Dog fried rice. Bro, I don't know what it was. I don't know. I don't think it was chicken. I remember I'm just looking at it. It's like they got like the typical, like, you got your lo mein and then your fried rice, and then they got all the different like dishes, trays of the meats and stuff like that. And I'm looking at like the chicken and broccoli or the Mongolian beef, and I'm just like, damn. This doesn't look anything like beef or chicken. But yo, Mike, I gotta be out. Thanks for joining me, guys. Give me a like for that YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.